one of the things we have experienced in the recent few days is simply the rise of prices of bread and everything that we've been buying from the market because of the Ukraine-Russia war. So the ideals would be that we wouldn't be expected to be suffering price increases here in Namibia as a result of a war that is happening thousands of miles away. The other ideal is we have malnutrition cases have increased, stagnated over the past few years, not only in Namibia, across Africa. Stunting and malnutrition stands between 20 to 30% in almost most of the countries in Africa. Ideally, should be less than 15.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not for a lack of trying, Doctor, as you rightfully put it. There are a lot of efforts, especially from institutions such as the World Food Programme. Talk to us about some of the efforts, the mechanisms that have been put into place to reach, the common ground that we seek here.
I think the starting from a government perspective, the World Food Programme has worked closely with governments in Africa to put together some policy frameworks that encourage not just food production, but a food system process where you talk of research into the seed multiplication, you talk about production methods that are innovative, you speak about harvest and post-harvest systems that enable more food being available at household level in the community, but also looking at value addition, ensuring that we don't just plant a tomato, for example, but we transform that tomato into a tomato paste. In Namibia, for example, we work a lot with the youth in certain projects across the 14 regions. We have scaled up our homegrown school feeding, where homegrown school feeding, which initially was a government program procuring food and sending it to schools, we are working with the government to change that model towards enabling farmers around the schools to grow food to sell to the school, and the youth are also involved. And of course, last week I was in Katima, where we introduced the drone program so that youth are also involved in some nice attractive technology around agriculture. So the drone program we have experienced in last year, early last year and the year before, when we had the floods in Mozambique. It was very difficult to reach many places. There was devastation in Mozambique. So when we, together with other partners, applied the use of drones, a lot of information and data was gathered where we couldn't reach. So in terms of emergency response and tracking and early warning systems, the drone program will really play a big role in Namibia.